Accord, Civic, CR-V, Pilot, Odyssey, Ridgeline, 6 vehicles, 6 of the most reliable nameplates in the market. I've spent 15 years maintaining them, and I can tell you exactly why the same engines that hit 300,000 miles in one set of hands fail at 90,000 in another. It's not luck. It's not the model year or the trim level. It's 7 maintenance habits owners repeat without knowing they're harmful, and at least one of them is something dealers actively encourage. I'm going through every single one today, and I'm saving mistake number 7 for last, because that's the one newer Honda owners need to hear most. Mistake 1. Oil overfill at the Quick Lube. Quick Lube shops drain your oil and refill from bulk dispensers calibrated by model code. The tech enters your make, model, and year, and the dispenser cuts off at a preset volume. On several Honda models, that preset runs slightly high. The tech tops it off visually, without rechecking the dipstick. You drive away overfilled. A correct fill sits the oil surface below the crankshaft counterweights. A half-quart overfill raises that surface enough that the counterweights contact the oil at engine speed and whip it into foam. Aerated oil drops oil pressure intermittently. The variable valve timing components, which depend on consistent pressure, start to struggle. Crankcase pressure also rises. That pressure finds the path of least resistance. Valve cover gaskets and the rear main seal both begin seeping. Owners see an oil spot on the driveway and assume worn seals from age. The overfill caused it. The fix is free at the shop if you catch it before you leave. Ask them to show you the dipstick reading before you pull out. An overfill of half a quart takes 30 seconds to correct on the spot. The same condition sustained over 6 months works on every seal in the engine. Mistake 2. Mixing universal green coolant with Honda's system. Honda uses an organic acid coolant. Depending on the generation, it comes blue or teal. The chemistry inside it uses organic corrosion inhibitors matched to Honda's aluminum components. Universal green coolant, the kind stocked at most shops and auto parts stores, uses silicate-based inhibitors. Silicate chemistry has been the default in American shops for decades. Techs reach for it by habit. Organic acid coolant and silicate coolant are chemically incompatible. When they mix, the inhibitors react with each other and form deposits. Those deposits settle in the narrowest passages first: the heater core tubes, the thermostat bypass, and the small channels in the water pump housing. A clogged heater core produces no cabin heat. Replacement on Accord or CR-V requires pulling the dashboard. Cost: $800 to $1,200. On J35 V6 engines in the Odyssey and Pilot, the same deposits accelerate water pump wear and contribute to the head gasket failures those engines are documented for. Before adding any coolant, check what color is already in the reservoir. Green and blue are not interchangeable. If you don't know what's in the system, flush it before adding anything new. Mistake 3. Wrong transmission fluid. Honda automatic transmissions require Honda DW1 fluid. Honda CVT transmissions require HCF2. Both are Honda-specific formulas, not interchangeable with each other or with generic ATF. Most quick lube shops stock Dexron ATF or a multi-vehicle ATF for their bulk dispensers. Dexron is a GM specification, formulated for GM clutch pack materials. Those materials operate at different friction coefficients than Honda's clutch packs. A Honda automatic filled with Dexron shifts noticeably differently within the first few miles. Owners often attribute the change in feel to the fluid being new. Over time, the mismatched friction causes clutch pack slip on each gear engagement, generating excess heat. The heat degrades the fluid faster than a correct fill would. The clutch packs wear at an accelerated rate. Owners who've had fluid services at non-Honda shops for years show internal transmission wear at 100,000 miles that should appear at 200,000. A rebuild runs $2,500 to $4,000. A correct fluid change runs $80 to $120. Before every transmission service, ask the shop to confirm the specific product by name. DW1 for automatics, HCF2 for CVTs. If they can't confirm either, bring your own. If you've been maintaining your Honda yourself, or you're the kind of owner who pays attention to these details, subscribe. Drop your model and mileage in the comments. I want to see how many of you are pushing past 200,000. Mistake 4. VTEC solenoid screen, the teased one. Honda's VTEC system changes between a low cam and high cam profile based on RPM. The solenoid that triggers the switch opens an oil passage when the engine reaches a certain speed. That solenoid has a small mesh screen on its oil inlet to catch debris before it enters the valve body. On K-Series engines, the 2.0 and 2.4-liter motors found in older Civics, Accords, CR-Vs, and Elements, oil deposits accumulate on that screen past 100,000 miles, especially on engines with stretched oil change history. The screen narrows, oil flow to the solenoid drops. VTEC engagement becomes inconsistent, strong at low RPM, flat above 5,500. Owners take the car to a shop. The shop pulls codes or finds none. They replace the solenoid. The new solenoid has a clean screen. VTEC returns briefly, then degrades again in a few months as deposits rebuild. The screen is the component that needs cleaning. Removing it takes 5 minutes and a pick tool, brake cleaner, a new O-ring, and reinstallation. Cost $0 to $20 depending on whether you already have cleaner. The diagnostic cycle of solenoid replacements, VTEC inspections, and cam timing investigations runs $150 to $600 before anyone checks the screen. If your K-Series Honda loses its top-end power band above 5,500 RPM, clean the solenoid screen before buying anything. Mistake 5 is specific to CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline owners. Honda's maintenance minder never tracks this service. Most shops never bring it up unprompted. Mistake 5. Rear differential fluid on odd models. Honda's real-time AWD system, used on the CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline, drives the rear axle through a wet clutch pack differential. The clutch packs engage and disengage every time the system transfers torque backward. They run in their own fluid. Honda's service interval for that fluid is every 30,000 miles under severe conditions. Severe conditions include towing, off-road driving, frequent short trips, and extreme temperatures. For most CR-V and Pilot owners, that description fits. The maintenance minder never prompts the service. Degraded differential fluid loses its protective properties. The clutch packs generate more heat on engagement. The first symptom is a clunking or chattering sensation on tight, slow turns, most noticeable in parking lots. Owners attribute it to tires or suspension. The AWD clutch packs are wearing. Rear differential replacement on a CR-V or Pilot, $1,500 to $2,500 depending on the model year and how much surrounding hardware needs attention. Fluid change, $80 to $120. Ask your shop specifically for the rear differential service at 30,000-mile intervals. Confirm they use Honda Dual Pump Fluid 2 or a confirmed equivalent. This one will never appear on a maintenance reminder unless you schedule it yourself. Mistake 6. Drive belt neglect. Honda's drive belts. The serpentine belt on J-Series V6 engines and the accessory belts on K-Series run the alternator, AC compressor, and power steering pump. None of them appear in the maintenance minder with a replacement interval. Honda's schedule mentions inspection. Most shops skip the inspection unless the customer asks. Honda's replacement recommendation is 60,000 to 90,000 miles. A belt at 110,000 or 120,000 miles is running past its useful life on rubber that's been through years of heat cycles. A serpentine belt failure on a J35 V6 at highway speed cuts the alternator output instantly. The battery warning light comes on. Power steering loads up on older hydraulic systems. On some Odyssey and Pilot configurations, the failed belt travels before falling clear and contacts adjacent components. The belt and tensioner, $40 to $80 in parts. Professional replacement, $80 to $150 in labor. A failure on the highway produces a tow charge, possible accessory damage, and the original repair cost. Total exposure of $500 to $1,500. Pull the plastic cover on the front of the engine at your next service and look at the belt face. Surface cracks and frayed edges mean it's overdue. Mistake 7. Brake fluid neglect on EPB-equipped Hondas. The 2017 Plus CR-V, 2018 Plus Accord, and 2016 Plus Pilot use electric parking brakes. On these systems, a small electric motor inside each rear caliper drives a threaded screw that clamps the brake pads when you press the EPB button. The motor and screw sit inside the caliper body, adjacent to the brake fluid passages. Brake fluid absorbs moisture from the atmosphere through the brake lines and reservoir over time. 2 to 3 years of normal use raises the moisture content enough to lower the fluid's boiling point and introduce water into the caliper assembly. In a conventional caliper, Moisture causes piston and bore rust. In an EPB caliper, it reaches the motor assembly and the threaded screw mechanism. The threads rust and bind. The actuator starts dragging instead of fully releasing. A dragging rear brake wears the pad unevenly, overheats the rotor, and eventually seizes the caliper. EPB caliper replacement on a 2018 Accord or 2017 CR-V, $400 to $600 per side at an independent shop. A brake fluid flush, $80 to $100 every 2 years. Honda doesn't list brake fluid in the maintenance minder. No warning light monitors moisture content. For any Honda with an electric parking brake, this service requires the owner to schedule it manually. 7 mistakes. None are in the owner's manual. None trigger a warning light. 3 of them can be introduced by a shop that thinks it's doing the job correctly. Oil overfill from a quick lube dispenser. Universal coolant mixed into Honda's system. Wrong ATF or CVT fluid at a routine service. A VTEC solenoid screen that's never cleaned. Rear differential fluid the minder never tracks. A drive belt Honda's schedule never prompts you to replace. Brake fluid in electric parking brake calipers on 2017 plus models. The repairs on these run $400 to $4,000. Prevention on every single one costs under $150. Subscribe. Drop your Honda model and mileage in the comments. I want to see where these engines are in their lifespan.